I know it looks like it's just a desk full of quadcopters, but what you actually have is the progression of technology. This is a 270 quad, 210, 175 Pro. You're wondering what this is? This is the Hobbymate Hybrid Fusion. We used to measure them in millimeters. We now really measure them by prop size. And so although this is a 215 millimeter span from bolt to bolt, this is a 5-inch quad. This is a 175 millimeter. This one is a 215 millimeter. This one handles 4S. This one will handle all the way up to 6S now. This one handles 4-inch props. This one handles 5-inch props. It's 336 grams. It's 300 grams. Let's take a closer look at the features of this one. It's running an Omnibus F4 flight controller. It's running the Caddx Micro SDR2 cam, a really nice camera. We've got a lollipop antenna on the back. It's running, get this, 45 amp BL Heli 4-in-1 ESC board on the bottom. I'd say the three things that I like about this quad that I would say makes this worth it, and that's without flying it much yet, is that it's 6S capable. I love the design. It's compact. And then number 3 is the build quality. This one actually arrived built for me. All I had to do was throw in the receiver. An amazing build. A couple of things that I really appreciate. They soft mounted the flight controller with rubber grommets to eliminate any potential for vibration. They've also put a capacitor on the back to reduce any noise when you're running that 6S so you don't get any interference on your flight. Instead of just zip tying the wires, they actually used a plastic clamp, a 3D printed clamp over the top of the wires. It is running 6 millimeter arms. You gotta get it in metric, get it out of inches. And they are $593. It's just an awesome quad. And for $200, I don't know if there's anything out there that even competes with it. One last thing that I wanted to mention, I bought the plug-and-play version of the hybrid flash. So you needed to provide your own receiver. It's sandwiched between the flight controller and the VTX there. I'm running a FlySky micro receiver in there on S-Bus or iBus. There is a serial port on the board that you can go directly to for plugging in your Spectrum or your FreeSky, which I think most of you guys fly. But with the FlySky, the manual didn't actually say this, so I just wanted to mention this. You're gonna connect your FlySky receiver into the TX1 port on the manual, the TX1, and then on your beta flight, turn on UART1 serial. Select S-Bus and everything will show up. Took me a little bit to figure out which UART that was under. Got that figured out. So if you're running FlySky, TX1. So let's go ahead and grab some batteries and we'll head outside and take a look at how this thing actually flies. I swear, even the beep is more angry on 4S. It's searching through the channels right now. All right. I guess there's nothing left to do but to crash it. Oh, the tune feels so nice. Our big tree is gone. Let's go ahead and get into rate mode and we can see how this thing really flies. Oh wow, everything seems really smooth. I like the degree, the angle on the camera is really nice. Oh, it just cuts through the air. I gotta get used to it. This one, it's got a lot of really great feel to it. Cuts through the sky fast. Yeah, this is a really nice quad. It's a ripper. The rates do feel a little soft. Whoop, there's our first crash. Oh man, that was great. A little bit of mud in the props. No damage, none. That beep seemed louder to you. What is there to be nervous about? It's only 25 volts. I am hovering right now. Actually, I'm in forward flight. I'm not even just hovering. Some flutter in there, just a little bit maybe.
Yes, sorry, I was using the video.
It should be about 100 miles an hour, maybe a little better.
I was watching it in the camera. Oh, I see it. That's how you do this in
the grass. That's how you do this in the grass. Oh. Well, it's a little muddy. Go ahead and disconnect this. So I'm gonna guess, we're gonna have to review the footage, but I'm gonna guess that this battery is junk. We're gonna check the voltage drop on the feed, but I bet you that's the issue. I really do. I think that's the issue because it just went gray and then crashed. I was over the field probably doing, I had to have been doing 80 miles an hour on 6S. And this is a really valuable lesson in why you don't get nice gear and put bad batteries in it. This came off of Amazon and it claims to be a 75C MAH. This was having voltage drop issues before I ever started high-speed test runs. This battery, which is called a Solo Good, you get such a nice quad and then you put a junk battery in it and this is what happens. I put this thing into the field at 80 miles an hour easily. I was doing a full wide open rip on 6S. The voltage dropped too low and the machine didn't have enough power to run and so it shut off. Don't use cheap batteries. I had done my first test on this Extreme Power 1300 milliamp 100C battery. This is a battery that Hobbycool sells with this quadcopter on the same website. This battery, I never had any dropout issues at all. So I expected a 75C battery to do the same, but now I've got to disassemble this beautiful $200 drone because it went impacting into the mud at 80 miles an hour. On a positive note, there is not a single ounce of damage to this thing. None. Either way, we have not only tested out the quality of batteries and learned a valuable lesson, we went ahead and torture tested this thing. I don't think anybody has has torture tested the hybrid flash from Hobbymate. Oh, you know what? I found the only damage. I just found it. My antenna tube broke. So there's your proof I was ripping. Solo good. No good. Stick with the Extreme Power 1300 mAh 100C batteries from Hobbycool. Thank you. Have a great day.